you know what I find really strange and interesting is how Doria has gotten away with a lot of stuff. Now, do you remember back in the early days when the Markles, as in Meghan's siblings and her father, there was so much in the papers about them and in the, in the news and reports, etc., and the internet. They were really making them look really, really bad. Now, here's my opinion on that. While Meghan was putting out all these articles about her family, that they were trash, etc., etc., and the family decided to defend themselves and put out their side a bit at a time, as they did, Doria's past was getting deleted by the internet, and no one was looking into her that much, were they? They were kind of, oh, look, she's got such a close relationship with her mother, etc. But then slowly things started coming out. When people weren't looking so much on the other side of the Markles, as in the siblings and the father, Doria became a bit in the spotlight. What pisses me off the most is how she was rubbing shoulders with royalty, Doria that is. How Prince Charles really took care of her, gave her lots of money so she could buy really nice clothes and jewellery and get chauffeured around in all these expensive vehicles that they have, fine, dine, etc. But yet she's a alleged known criminal. How does that even make sense to you? If the royals knew this, why would they rub shoulders with her? Why would he be arm in arm with her, walking around and, making her feel at home, making her feel welcomed? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, yes, but it was because she was a lady of colour, etc. They didn't want to be seen as racists. I really do not believe for 1 minute that the royal family would care if they were called racist. For starters, they know they're not racist, and they've been through a lot of scandals throughout the 1,000 years of the establishment that being called racist would, wash off their back like off a duck's back. So what is actually going on? What actually has Meghan got over them? Because she has got something over them. And I do believe, in my opinion, and I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, that she's a plant. Because I just don't believe that if the royal family knew that Doria had this criminal past, that they would actually allow her to be so close to the Queen in the wedding, rub shoulders with them. I just don't believe that would be the case. I mean, what's your opinions? Please let me know. I just don't get how they would let this slip or let her fall through the cracks. Now, also, I beg to differ how people are always attacking the father, as in Meghan's father, and her siblings, when it was actually Doria that done the wrong thing and allegedly ended up in jail through criminal activity, obviously, and dumped her daughter to her father for him to raise, finance, and get her on in her way in life. And then when he's run out of cash, she just dumps him like a hot potato and makes him look really bad. I mean, we can play the blame game here. Oh, it was the father. Oh, it was the mother, blah, blah, blah. But, we're talking about two adults here that have made the decisions that they've made, as in Meghan and Harry. They were both pushing near 40 at the time. Like, Harry's 40 this year. But they're not children. They're not teenagers. They're fully grown adults. Whatever decisions they have made, they should be blamed for themselves, if you know what I mean. They made those choices. Us parents that raise children, you can raise them all the same, and yet you're going to have a bad egg, or you're going to have one child that's a little bit different to the other one and is not how you raise them, because they take their own path. Obviously, Meghan got this sniffer money And that's what she was addicted to, like I said before, and maybe a few other things that she was addicted to. We know her mother had done a lot of dodgy stuff. And who does that in front of their children? Like, I know people make mistakes in life and they deserve second chances, etc. But Doria really has a lot to blame too. She was the one that chose to do whatever criminal activity she was involved in, to then have to give up her child. And then, now they're dissing the father like he's some piece of crap, that he doesn't exist. It just doesn't make sense. If she was a good mother, she would say to Meghan, your father raised you, he paid for you, he was there for you when I couldn't be there because of my stupid decisions in life. You need to respect him. Because he allegedly made one mistake that I still to this day feel like he was set up with that photo session, she can't forgive him for that. That's a whole lot of bullshit. Look at all the bullshit Meghan's done. What she did to the Queen, to Prince Philip, to Charles, to Princess Catherine, to Princess Charlotte. What? If she can't forgive her father for one thing that she set up, she really is a Fruit Loop. She's absolutely smoking too much wacky tobacco, this woman. Absolutely. And whatever else they delve into. Now, just something else before I do log off here. Isn't it funny how Harry... Now, you've got to remember, I always feel like she's been a plant. It just doesn't make sense. Isn't it funny that now Harry has been accused, or he has, allegedly, been caught out destroying evidence for court? Do you really think that was Harry doing that? Now, I know he's a snake and everything else, and I'm not sticking up for him, believe me. But I kind of got me thinking, and my mind goes a little bit different to some people. I like to look at things in a different light. What about if it's Meghan that's actually setting him up for failure? If she's the one that was sending all the emails, if she was the one that's deleted them, if she's the one that's destroyed the evidence and he knew nothing about it. Because we've got to remember here, Meghan is a little bit streetwise. Harry is no streetwise. He was born in a very privileged household, as we know, with everybody doing things for him at his beck and call, and his life organised for him. So probably even sending a normal email would be foreign to him, because he would have had a team that he would have said, oh, can you send this to that and do this to that and blah, blah, blah. He'd have a team do that for him. So do you think it was Meghan that destroyed all this evidence and that she's setting him up behind his back? Because let's not forget, she's the little puppeteer here, isn't she? She's the one pulling the strings. She's the one telling Harry what to do, what to wear, where to go, what to say. I'm just wondering if she's setting him up behind the scenes for a big failure. I always say she's a plant, and as slowly things are adding up slowly, because let's not forget, a famous person lost a son. And Charles has lost his son too. He's still alive, obviously, but he has lost him. The plot thickens daily with this lot, doesn't it? Remember, this is just my opinions and my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Catch you on the next one.